Here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today. There we go. Hi, you're so clever.
Gave him a little more grain this morning, a couple pounds more for the whole group. And now Lynn can open that gate without complaining about the manure pack. We're making tree feed today. Fresh corn we're mixing today. So we'll see how that turns out.
Let's get started.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pail of corn to heat the house. Hey Ben, be nice. Open up this door. There we go. Wash my head. Carry that over the house for a second. So it rained last night. It was extremely dry, so I'm grateful for the rain. And I noticed that we just cleaned up some flower beds there, so I'm just gonna pick that up to the compost pile and get it cleaned up. I just set my pail of corn right here. I'm bringing it at lunch hour. I had a tree fall down in the cornfield, so I went to the field and picked up the cobs around the tree that fell, and I'm thinking we're gonna feed that to the birds. So I can hear the sheep from here. I'm a little late this morning. I was a little lazy. Got most of my stuff done, so I'm pretty happy. And we're just gonna start feeding sheep right now. So leave that door open for some fresh air today. Do you hear that back there? As if that helps any. Hey Tommy. Tom. Tom, where you, Tom? Tom. Tommy. I won't feed the cats. I let Lynn feed the cats because she enjoys that. So I better get feeding.
You always feel wanted here first thing in the morning. Hi! 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 Were you guys all a little hungry? Hi, Mike! How you doing? Hi! Let's get your milk till. Hi there. Come on. Let's go get your milk then. Come on. Come on then. Oh my goodness. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know. I'm coming. I'm coming. Come on. There we go. Keep moving. There we go. Hi, you're so clever doing that. You are, Mommy. Hi. Hello, hello. It's here. Well, I definitely love the milk replacer. You guys, I'll go get yours in a second.
Feed these guys. They're all fed. Pretty easy. Increase the grain a little in these guys. I thought that some of them just weren't in the greatest shape, is what I want them to be in. But they should be heavy in lamb. So I just gave them a little more grain this morning, a couple pounds more for the whole group. And the Dorsets stayed the way they were. Pretty happy with that group. Don't see one sheep in the Dorset group at all that needs any extra weight. I don't know, you really can't see out that window, but if we go out this way, the weather has really took a turn for the worse. It's raining, cold, wet, and I heard on the news channel, on the weather channel, that in New York State, whoa, it's cold there, they're getting snow ash already. So it's probably not too far away for us. Still gonna draw manure yet. But that water is really making the pile nice and mucky and rot down, so it'll be easier to spread. So, just gonna get cleaned up here and get moving. All those suffix look pretty nice. We deliced them a couple days ago, so we'll see how they respond to that. Probably a week or 10 days before lambing, we'll clean this whole pack out and get it right down to the ground again and give them all new straw at that point. But right now there's probably a foot of manure in there already. And you can see how that gate there is jamming on the manure. So Lynn says she can't open the gate. But when I made that gate, I designed it a special way. It'll just move up a half a foot. I'll show you that in 1 second. So, just as you see, we just moved it up 6 inches higher. The pins just slip out. I don't know if you can see that or not. I can't really grab them right now, but there's one right there. See the pin? It just slips out. So I just moved it up 6 inches higher, above the manure pack. See? And it doesn't change the hitch any. And now Lynn can open that gate without complaining about the manure pack. I should do the same thing to this gate. I should just make it that it can move up, but this gate has a different hitch. But I should do the same thing here. Anyways, every year you do a bit of an improvement, eh? And I think these guys should probably have some new bedding. Lynn will probably let me know about that this morning. Hey. See, honestly, they just pick up bad habits when they're in the breeding pen. Go on.
Well, we knew this would happen. We're getting that brutal weather. It poured rain earlier. It's just sprinkling now, but we got quite a wind and it's cold. No snow yet though, so we're grateful for that. Feeding time for the coveralls. Even though the curtains are open, it's a lot nicer in here. But we're going to be shutting these curtains shortly and adjusting the temperature every day depending on how cold or warm it is, because it is that time of year. But for today, it's just feeding. The main barn is really snugly cozy because we just put bedding in there. These guys don't look like they need bedding, but if it keeps raining, it will. Hi, girls. I guess they're getting hay. But he drove in this time instead of rolling it out. Today, I don't think we're gonna let you guys out. You guys will like it better in here today. Yeah. Yeah, you will. You'll like it way better.
Yeah, you can see the weather really took a turn for the worse. Just got the corn in time. So, the problem now is we gotta start up the skid steer. So shortly we'll keep it inside. I'm gonna try to, I'll show you here. I'm gonna try to get that wrapper put into a proper building today and get it put away for the winter. And we're gonna try to start that. And the problem with that skid steer is, without the glow plugs, it totally doesn't want to start. So it depends heavily on the glow plugs. And it's not even freezing yet. But without the glow plugs, it doesn't want to fire up. So shortly, what we'll do is we'll keep that in the sheep barn every night, and it just keeps it a little bit drier and warmer, and it'll fire up a little easier. But it will fire up, and I do like it. And I'm going out tonight, so we're taking Lynn's second son, Aiden, out for his birthday into Kingston. So it's a night out for us. And we're going to have an Indian meal at Dar Bars, I think it's called. They make fantastic Indian food. And everybody enjoys that taste. So I'm going to get some creep feed out, and I'll get kind of empty when I come home tonight when it's dark. I won't have to work too much in the dark, because I'm going to be feeding the sheep late tonight when I get home, because I don't want to feed them this early. So that's what we're doing now, just getting ready for tonight. And we're going to eat. It's 3 o'clock now. I got to be in the house at 4. They're cleaned up. We have to drive to town, which is about a 30-minute drive. And Aiden is off work at 5. And at 5 o'clock, the restaurant opens up. And we're hoping to be in there about 5:30, hopefully. And should be home probably around 8 tonight. And at that point, I'll be doing chores late tonight, which I'm fine with that. Work off that Indian meal. So I'll talk to you shortly. okay. That's the corn, not acting up. It didn't settle down that much. It's very full. And today we're mixing up pre-feed. And there's not too much dust coming from the corn because it's 18% moisture. So hopefully that doesn't act up in that mixture. But I think it should be fine. Using our fresh corn. So it is 18% moisture. So there's not very much dust from it. And it's not flowing very well because it's probably about 4% moisture too high. And it slows down how it flows in the hammer mill. And it's probably not going to shatter as much. So the kernels are going to be more broken half now. Not broken in little fine pieces, which is fine with me. It's 18%, but hopefully that's a 2-ton mixture. That doesn't start to act up before I get it fed. I don't think it will. I think it'll be fine. But we will find out how that turns out. But that is fresh corn we're mixing today. So we'll see how that turns out. And I'm just going to put some machinery away if I have a chance here. And I'll talk to you shortly. We're just going to fill this up. And then we have another barn to fill up next door. And that'll be enough feed for about a week or something. I'm going to show you something if these guys will shut up for 1 second. Ah! So that's the old dry corn, and that's the new corn. And you see how the new corn, the kernels are a little harder, they're not breaking as much, and the dry corn was a little more broken up. I don't know if you can see the difference there, but that's fresh corn, that's old corn. I guess it's kind of cruelty to have that pail of grain right in front of those sheep. I'll just move it away a little bit. But believe me, these sheep are not suffering. This is a mental grain thing. Anytime they're moving a pail or moving grain, they go ballistic. Hey, Bobbies. Put that away for the winter. That will stay dry all winter. So have a little hook here. And so I had to pull out the generator. It'll have to go somewhere else. There we go. So I'll bring that somewhere else. I'm not sure quite where I'm going to put that. It's got to be someplace easy where we can get at it real easy if something goes wrong. So we'll just leave it in here for now until I find a proper place. And I got to clean this up a little bit here. So it's out of the rain anyhow. So we just cleaned all this out. Kind of dark. This is where the rams are going to stay after Christmas. When we start having a lot of lambs and we run out of space, the rams will go out here for the evening, for the rest of the winter, the second half of the winter. And they got a heated drinker. I'm just going to put some straw down in case some of those ewes come outside. And I put all the manure out there in a pile. I'll let it rot a little bit, and then when I start spreading manure, I'll take that to the field and get that cleaned up. So today's kind of a wet, rainy day, and I'm just going to start getting this ready. Yeah, so this is just a lean-to off the big barn. I'll show you. It's just a lean-to off that big barn there. Put a little roof on it, and that's where the rams will sit all winter, right there. I gotta go and get cleaned up to go for supper, and maybe we'll let you know how that turns out.